Happy morning, Masters. I welcome you all to the Zoom session on Inner Nature and Outer Nature Season 2. As we all have come together in this session for meditation and wisdom sharing, let us all begin with the meditation first. I request everyone to sit in a comfortable position. Allow yourself to relax with your spine straight, eyes closed, fingers clasped, and legs crossed. Just be relaxed and calm. Be quiet. Let go of all your thoughts and emotions which are weighing you down. Do not give them the power to control you. You're strong and nothing can disturb your peace. You're strong in mind, body, and spirit. Accept yourself for what you are without the fear of judgment by others. Let us all be open to new learnings and all those things that come to us in the spiritual journey for our growth and evolution. Every day is a new day and is an opportunity for learn a lot of things. So let us all expand our consciousness and wisdom. Continue to be in this meditative state for the next 20 minutes. Last few seconds, masters. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly place your hands on your eyes. At the count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly open your eyes. A very happy morning, masters. Thank you so much for joining us for today's meditation session. I really felt so relaxed, calm, and composed today. And also, it is a Saturday, even more relaxed. I can see new people today. That's really nice. Let me just tell you one thing. I really missed you these 2 days. So how was this challenge that was given by Harshita? Was it really challenging? Was the challenge really challenging? I agree because the challenges that were given to you for the first 10 days or 10 to 11 days were about you and yourself, how you can contribute to the nature, how you can contribute to Mother Earth, how you can, heal yourself and, take steps to improve your lifestyle. But the challenge that was given yesterday is eco-friendly workspace, if I'm not wrong, isn't it? Eco-friendly office. That can be not only office, but it can be your school or college, anything. It requires to take steps, to take initiative, to work with a group of people, isn't it? So I know few people are hesitant to take an initiative, but then that is what is the challenge, right? Because the first 10 days, it was only about yourself. Now you need to work with a group of people, with a community. As Alekia Di said, friendship is the most, beautiful bond that we all can have with everyone, isn't it? And in today's session, we have Ramesh Gajjala with us. Let us all welcome him with a open heart and a quiet mind, and let us be open to new learnings. Okay? I welcome you, sir. Let me give a brief introduction about you to our audience. He is originally from India, relocated to Germany in 2016 with his wife, Madhu. A mechanical engineer by trade, he was first introduced to meditation by his father in 1998, and he was since maintained a deep curiosity about its practice. Witnessing numerous benefits through regular meditation, both personally and within his family, Ram recognized his life's purpose while residing in Egypt in 2010. Since then, he has conducted close to 2,000 meditation sessions, infusing his approach with a scientific perspective and a daily dose of inspiration. Balancing his professional and spiritual lives, Ram's work often leads him to where his spiritual guidance is most needed. In his spare time, he finds solace in playing the happy drums and handpan during meditation sessions. I welcome you, sir. A very good morning. Over to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Yamini ji. And namaste, everyone. It was such a wonderful music meditation, very pleasant. Thanks a lot for inviting me and having me. So this is the 13th day, Yamini ji. So it's myself, Ram, and I'm connecting to you all from Germany. I started the practice of meditation while I was a school-going kid, thanks to my father. And seeing his practice of meditation and the changes he started experiencing in his life caught my curiosity. Then eventually I became, a student of meditation. Great changes I witnessed, great benefits I experienced, and it had become eventually a daily habit, a habit where, my day would not end without sitting into meditation. So with regular practice of meditation, I realized life is simple, life is beautiful. Then in 2010, I felt, that which is helping me a lot can't just stay with me. I have to speak, I have to share. And that is when truly a different level of experiences came into my life. So since 2010, myself together with my wife, Madhu, we both spend our time in sharing the practice of meditation. So it brings me joy as well to be here together with you all, and particularly that I have a friend whom I have met years ago. He's as well here, so very, very happy. So friends, inner nature and outer nature, a very beautiful concept. And I was just contemplating on this topic and few thoughts came in. Although we are speaking about two different aspects, the inner nature and the outer nature, however, there is only one nature, isn't it? Nature is made the same way everywhere. We can't just differentiate and separate and put things into two boxes. They are the same. Inner is equals to outer. Different terminology, yet they are the same. If we just, for time's sake, we just keep them separate, we can only say they are closely interconnected, they are interdependent, or the other way, the inner creates the outer. The other way to say is inner is the creator, outer is the creation. As inner, so is outer. There is a great statement that says, Jaise drishti, vaise srishti, which means exactly this, that how we are inside is what we are seeing outside or creating outside. So to change the outer or to change the outer reality, we have to tune from inside. So what is tuning or working or connecting to the inside? What is happening? What is happening is we are constantly learning new things. As we constantly learn new things, there is also a process of constant unlearning. So life is a continuous process of refining the inner. The more we go inside, the more we realize this. We become constant students, a sincere students of life. We see people around and we listen to their statements, life is too difficult. It is because certain truths of life have not yet been realized or experienced or put to practice. However, if meditation was not in my life, I would have probably said a similar statement. But because meditation came into my life, I have experienced certain things. And then I realized that we are constantly creating our own realities. And it is all dependent upon our own self. Everything else that is outside, that which is inside, is the core, is where the creation, the creator is there, from where the creation is happening. So, being a constant student, being a sincere student, a constant learning, unlearning, relearning. So, today's topic I was asked to share is about being a sincere student, life's sincere student. So what is a sincere student mean? How can we become sincere student of life? How can I say I am a sincere student of life? What are the qualities? So there are three aspects of being a sincere student. How do we get to know that we are sincere student? So there are three qualities, there are three tools, and there are three outcomes of being a sincere student. So the combination of these three into three will take us closer to become a sincere student. So what are the qualities of sincere student? The qualities of sincere student are openness, readiness, and humbleness. What means openness? What means readiness? What means humbleness? The qualities of being a sincere student. Openness is always understanding that there is more to learn. Although we know a lot, yet that compared to that we can still know it is little. So we are open. We never come to an understanding that we know everything. We are always in an understanding that at every given point of time, we have an opportunity to learn something new on every subject, on every topic. So we keep ourselves open. When we are open, instantly, every situation in our life becomes a teacher. Every situation, which means those situations particularly which are creating uneasiness in our life, which are difficult in our life. So openness is very, very important. We have to be very open. The person who is creating the difficult situations in our life, we realize when we are truly open that he or she is the greatest teacher. A situation that is so very difficult suddenly becomes a greatest teacher. A person we never expected suddenly becomes a greatest teacher. A stranger we meet becomes a greatest teacher. A book that we find becomes a greatest teacher. So being open is a fundamental quality of becoming a sincere student. And then the second one, readiness. We should always be ready. We should always be aware. We have 2 ears. We have to have them fully open. So we should listen in a way that everything that is coming in our way is going to help us. So we have to be ready for that. The moment we listen with any different way of, with a state of being that I know something, then we are not ready. We cannot learn ever when we are not ready. So readiness comes out of awareness. We have to be aware that we are all here in this life because we can learn something from life. And then the third thing is humbleness. Being humble comes from the fact that we know that there is a lot to know. And whatever we know is still little. So we become completely grounded. We become humble. I have seen so many masters, great masters, yet they're always very humble. They're always ready. They're always open. Many PSSM masters I have seen. I have seen Patriji many times. Although he is such a great master, yet he's always open. He's always reading books. I used to wonder, with all that he knows, why he is constantly reading. Because he himself is a sincere student and he's inspiring all of us to become a sincere student. He's always ready to listen to everyone. When someone is speaking, you can see his readiness, how sincere, how aware he is. He's fully with them. So every spiritual master, if you closely observe them, when you read their autobiographies, for example, autobiography of a yogi, if you read that book, Paramahamsa Yogananda, you will find these three qualities: being open, being ready, being humble. Yesterday, in evening session here in Germany, there was one of the masters, Master Ruchiji. She was speaking about autobiography of a yogi. And in that book, yesterday's sharings were about when Paramahamsa Yogananda ji meets Mahatma Gandhi. And there, Paramahamsa Yogananda ji, he asks Mahatma Gandhi various questions. He asks, Swamiji, tell me something. He was already a great master by then. Went to West, had acquired lot of wisdom, knowledge through his practices of Kriya Yoga. Had done so much service in the West. And then when he met Mahatma Gandhi ji, he was there ready. He was there open. He was there so very humble, because he, again, is saying we have to be a sincere student, and he was so. So these are the qualities of a sincere student: openness, readiness, humbleness. So I invite all of you to contemplate on these qualities, because unless and until we don't become a sincere student, we miss so many opportunities in our life, opportunities to learn, opportunities to excel in any given field, not just in the field of spirituality. So write these three qualities and just contemplate upon your own life. Were there any occasions, situations where I was not open? Were there any situations, occasions where I was not ready? Were there any situations, occasions where I was not humble? And whatever comes to your mind, as you contemplate on these thoughts, the moment you witness certain situations, occasions in your past, you are already making a change within yourself. You are changing your inner nature. And you will notice very soon your outer nature, the manifestation of your inner creation, inner creator, manifests a different reality outside. So contemplate upon these three thoughts, these three qualities. Now the second three things. How do, what are the tools to become a sincere student? Which means, what is it that helps us in acquiring these qualities? There are three tools. Number one, meditation. Number two, reading books. And number three, listening to others. You see, wherever you go, they come back to these basic principles, which is meditation, reading books, and listening to others. So meditation is, prepares everything, changes everything. Meditation is the base. Meditation is the starting point. So we have to inculcate meditation. We have to become true, sincere students of meditation. Just like when you are a student, you regularly go to school, regularly go to college. As sincere students of spirituality, as sincere students of life, we have to go to meditation regularly. How regularly? Every day. Not once a week. If you go once a week to meditation, forget about being a sincere student. You're simply a student. But we are talking here about being a sincere student, which means you have to go every day to meditation. We have to sit daily into meditation. So daily meditation is a must. There is no excuse to that. As far as you're breathing, when you don't breathe, yes, that's an excuse, accepted excuse. But if you are breathing, there is no other excuse, which means you are not serious. So if you are breathing, you must be sitting into meditation daily. You must close your eyes. You must observe your breath. If you are not good in doing nothing, how can we become good in doing something? If we cannot excel in simply sitting silent, how can we excel in our speech, in our doing? So meditation is such a fundamental thing. It is such a basic thing. It's such a very, very important thing. So hold meditation. You can leave everything, but when you hold meditation, everything will be fixed upon its own. So meditation is the first tool. What is the second thing? The second thing is reading books. There are so many books. There are so many subjects. So as a true student of spirituality, as a true student of life, we have to read books. Thousands and thousands and thousands of books are there. We have a small library in our home, small one. When we look around, I notice this life is too short. There is so much that we can learn, so much that we can, we have this beautiful opportunity, wonderful books. Every book is an essence of a great master's full life experience. So we are so fortunate that just by reading one book, we can learn what a spiritual master would like to share by living his whole life. Isn't it wonderful? If we read just this book, Small book. We will know everything of the life of Paramahamsa Yogananda ji. Like that, so many books. So the more we read, we are naturally becoming open. You remember the qualities of being a sincere student? So we become open because we understand that there is so much that we can learn. So there is no escape. If we want to be a sincere student, we have to be reading books. Choose a book. PSSM masters, if you ask anyone, they will tell you hundreds and hundreds of books. Choose the title that calls you the most. Start reading. Spend 5 minutes every day. Read 1 page every day. So, with little effort, we can bring great change within our own life. So the second one is reading books. And the third one is another great addition, another great tool, listening to experiences. The more we listen to others' experiences, we can, every other person's life can become our learning. We don't need to undergo similar experiences of other persons. But when we listen to their experiences, our soul, our inner, grasps the wisdom. So we have to meditate so that our soul becomes like a sponge to grasp the wisdom of the books, to grasp the wisdom from the other people's experiences. So we don't need to undergo again the whole cycle of experiencing certain things. So that is why it is very important to listen to others' experiences. When you meet people, you have to go and ask. You have to talk to them. You have to ask them. Ask and it is given. What you ask is what you get. So you have to always be in a seeking mode, seeking of what I can learn from here, what I can learn from this person. What can I ask him? Asking right questions. Everything naturally happens because we are in that seeking mode. We are in that wakeful awareness mode. So meditation, reading books, and listening to the experiences of others. So all these three put together, with the practice of meditation, we become aware. Awareness is cultivated there. And then reading books. So by doing meditation more and more, the quality of readiness comes. By reading books and by listening to others' experiences, we become open and we inculcate the quality of humbleness. So we have to use these tools. You see, very simple tools. They are not complicated tools. We don't need to go on top of Himalayas. We don't need to follow a guru, wear different dresses. It's not required. Spirituality is simplified now. Everything is simplified. It's just like in the past, if you want something, you have to go yourself outside. But now, just with your mobile phone, you can get it at your doorsteps. So life is made simple, and so as well spirituality is made simple. Staying at your home, you can experience enlightenment. Staying at your home, you can learn everything. So the three tools of to become a sincere student: meditation, reading books, listening to the experiences of others, thereby inculcating the qualities of a sincere student: being open, being ready, being humble. Then we come to Okay, so what would be the outcome after I become a sincere student? Isn't it? So we are practicing meditation, we are reading books, we are listening to everyone's experiences. So the qualities that we have discussed, we experience them. But what is the outcome? There are three outcomes. The first one is we start sharing our journey. Because as everyone had become our teachers, we realized how important it is that their sharings were our, from where we have learned. So immediately whatever we learn, we will start sharing. It's not, we don't start sharing because we know everything. We start sharing because we have learned something new, and that is enough. And through our journey, we understand that we don't need to arrive to start sharing. It is enough where we are. So if Patriji used to say, if you know A, share about, speak about A. If you know B, share about and speak about B. I don't know many things, but whatever I know, I will share. That's my responsibility. It is because many masters have shared what they knew. I have grasped from all of these masters. And so it is my responsibility, and this becomes the outcome of being a sincere student, that you start sharing. Wherever the opportunity comes, you have to go and share. So I was given this opportunity. I said, no, I can't sleep. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, but no, I have to be here. It's my responsibility to share, because that's a natural outcome of being a student. Only when we start sharing, we also perfect ourselves in becoming a true student. The more we share, the more we learn. The more we learn, the more we share. So whatever we learn, we have to share. Today you learn about this concept, you have to go and speak about it. Or whatever you learned, whatever you felt connected, you have to speak about it. You have to share about it. You read a book, you like something, share about it, speak about it. You sit in meditation and you had experienced something, speak about it, share about it. So everything that you observe, everything that you notice, everything that you liked, everything that is helping you, it should not be just helping you. Once it is integrated into your life, something that is helping you, you have to speak about it. You have to share about it. Your journey is not your journey. Others' journey is not simply their journey. It is because of others we are learning so much. And so our learning should become a nice wisdom for everyone else. So sharing is so very important. And the second outcome is service. So we see a bigger picture. The moment we see a bigger picture, we start serving. So we start doing service in every possible way that comes. There are million ways of doing service. There are million ways. You see, for this simple program that is happening, there are so many people in the background. Someone creating posters, someone working on the WhatsApp groups, someone sharing all these information, someone coordinating with various people. Someone was writing me in the morning the messages, say it's time. It's all service. All these people are doing this because they are sincere students. They understood that the outcome of all these is basically serving. So the second outcome is service. So whatever comes your way, you have to keep on serving. And there are a million ways. There is no one way. This is service. That is not service. No, there are a million ways you can serve. We all can serve. So then the third thing, the third outcome is encouraging everyone. So as we become true practitioners of all these things, something that naturally comes is that we start encouraging everyone. Why do you think masters write books? Why? Because they found free time? Because they had nothing to do, so they just found a pen and paper? No. It is because they know that this will encourage everyone, that this will be an inspiration to everyone. So we as well, without knowing, will start encouraging everyone. Whatever the change that we experienced, if someone comes and starts asking, shall I do this, shall I do that? You will say, yes, go ahead. There is no right or wrong, just move. You will encourage them, no discouragement. Because there are no students in reality, everyone is a master. So we start encouraging everyone. So these are the three outcomes: sharing, service, encouragement. So this is the concept that came through of being a sincere student. The qualities of a sincere student, the tools of a sincere student, and the outcomes of the sincere student. You like it? So now, if you just take any spiritual master that you have come across, any spiritual master, and just look through their life, and you see, and you will notice these qualities in every spiritual master's life. So all spiritual masters, they were sincere students. All spiritual masters are sincere students. You name a master, and yes, you will say, yes, he is not just a master, he is a sincere student. He was a sincere student. So that should inspire us as well to become sincere students of life, sincere student of spirituality. So this is what I thought of sharing today. And I would like to thank for giving me this opportunity. All these PSSM masters are sincere students of spirituality, sincere students of life. Patriji was my greatest inspiration. And I was so fortunate to observe him so closely, to spend time with him. And that had changed my life. And all PSSM masters are inspirations, are, how do you say, those who are following whatever that came through him. So PSSM guidelines, PSSM principles, Patriji's life, all spiritual masters' life inspires us to become a true student, to understand that by inculcating all these things, we realize that inner is the creator, outer is the creation. Although there are two terms, inner nature, outer nature, the inner is the creator, the outer is the creation. We start refining, jaise drishti, vaise srishti, means how we are from inside is how we are manifesting outside. And we start creating our own realities because we understand we are creating our own realities. So thank you, masters.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for the wisdom that you have shared. We will all inculcate the three qualities that you have mentioned: the openness and the readiness and the humbleness. Thank you so much. Guys, if you have any kind of questions, please text in the chat box. And if you're watching us live on YouTube, then use the comment section. And the chat is open till 10:30 on WhatsApp. You can text there as well. Guys, please open your cameras. We are on the 13th day. We are halfway through this program. In the next 2 weeks, we will end this program as well. So you need to open your cameras, break the ice, come out, share your thoughts, not only questions. Sir, will you please suggest few books to youngsters? There's a question in the chat box.
So I can suggest you what I read as a youngster. As I said, there are thousands of books. Just, if you just Google PSSM recommended books to read, you will find thousands and thousands of books. So just go through these titles, and some title triggers you. Oh, this looks interesting. And that is the book you have to read. So generally, we think we can choose a book, but it's the contrary. Books choose you. You will notice that when you simply just take a book and start reading it. So there are so many books. What books I read that really inspired me were all the books of Dr. Brian Weiss, Many Lives, Many Masters. That kind of changed a lot within me. So that was one of the books, Many Lives, Many Masters. And then, yes, Autobiography of a Yogi. Then The White Book by Ramtha, Conversations with God. Then there is When You Can Walk on Water, Take the Boat. So Mirdad. Then Prophet. So there are so many books. So just talk to any of PSSM masters. They will share you a big list of books. Just go through, pick any book that that inspires you, that connects you, that triggers your curiosity, and that's your book.
Hope you got your answer, Harshita. The next question is, can you share something about music and how it impacts meditation?
Yes. So music meditation. So basically, when you play music, it brings you a joy, isn't it? It changes our moods when we play certain music. So music has a direct impact on our brain waves and on our thought patterns. If we go to the roots of music, indeed it is created in a way that it helps calming our mind, that it helps in order to go deeper into meditations. So music must be used for meditation. Play instrumental music and experiment with it, and you experience the difference with music, without music. So Patriji always used to say, music meditation is 3 times more powerful. He used to say, pyramid meditation is 3 times more powerful. Group meditation is 3 times more powerful. Nature meditation is 3 times more powerful. Full moon meditation is 3 times more powerful. But Sir had said, but how do we experience it? We have to try it. We have to experiment it. Again, it goes back, the readiness to experiment. So do not take my words. Don't take any master's words. You listen to them, but only accept them because you experienced them. So experiment with everything that you listen to. These are not something, you need to go on, as I said, on a hermit and practice. No, you're sitting in your home, play the music and try it. Someone says pyramids give you energy. Do you simply accept it? No. If you simply accept everything, you're not a sincere student. You have to experiment. So it's like, when you go to a class and the teacher tells you all the equations, you don't stop there. You solve your own problem. And so it is the same when you are said that, music meditation is 3 times more powerful. You have to experiment with it. You have to try it. When someone says pyramid brings you 3 times more energy, don't believe in it. Try it, test it, experiment it. Then you can say the same because you have experienced it. Thank you.
Madhavi has raised her hand. Please unmute yourself, ma'am.
Thank you so much, sir. I have a question like reading books. Suppose you start a book and you are not means you are not interested on that book. So how to proceed with that? Suppose 10 years back, I went to one of my friend's house. There I saw this autobiography book, yogi book. Then simply I just read some pages, maybe 20, 30, but I didn't get into that because I didn't feel it's interested to me. But I heard about that book. Many masters I heard, but so why that book is not interesting me, and how to get interest on those books? What to do?
Okay, so 2 things. If you don't like a book, you can do 2 things. Keep it aside, choose a different book. Okay. Every book carries some information, some wisdom. If something is not picking up your curiosity, is not, you don't feel connected, keep it aside. For time being, it is not for you. Or the second option, you just skip that part and continue reading the other part. Okay. Again, the most important thing before reading books is meditation. You must be meditating. If you do not meditate, how many ever books you read, it is going to help only little. So meditation is the key.
Then I will get interested while reading.
Everything changes, madam. Everything changes. Okay. It's like you have all the ingredients. You put in a vessel, you put the oil and you're stirring it. But there is no heat. You did not switch on the stove. Will you cook the food?
No, that is first thing.
That is meditation.
Switch on. Okay.
That is meditation. So you have to meditate. Then all these, vegetables, everything that you put in the vessel will turn out into a dish.
Then
meditation and read books.
Why I have to do meditation before reading books? See, this meditation just maybe few years back come into my life. But before that, I have read lot of autobiography of Gandhiji. It's very interesting. Without meditation also, it's interested. Abdul Kalam books, it's interested without meditation also. But only certain type of books is I don't know. I'm not able to connect it.
Yes, you meditate, and then you will find the books that will change as well. The integration into ourselves when we meditate and read books is different. Okay.
Okay, sir.
The
Thank
integration
you,
into our life.
I'll try that. Thank you.
Thank you. There is no trying again. These are not right statements. You have to be very careful of your words. How can you say try? Is it something undoable? What is that word try? You have to be careful of your words. There is nothing called trying. You do or you don't do. There is nothing called trying. You have to say, I will do. That's it. Or you say, I don't do. Both are fine. But trying is not fine.
Trying is not okay. Okay, sir.
You can simply say, I will do it or I don't do it. Both are fine, but not trying.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. I will do it. Thank you,
Thank you.
sir.
Thank you.
There's another question from Harish Chandra. What are the obstacles that you have faced while following the 3 steps in your practical life?
So, what are the obstacles is laziness. So, laziness was as well in my life. But what to do? The only thing is I did not give up. I kept on my path. Sometimes I skipped the meditation in my beginning days. Sometimes I could not read constantly books. That's fine. Yet I did not lose that path. I kept on going back again and again and again and again and again. Okay. So as a sincere student, you will not drop off. There are no dropouts in a journey of sincere student. There is only, reconnecting, rejoining, restarting. There is no stopping. If there is a stop, it's just a pause. Again, we go back. So laziness was the biggest obstacle. But I would not say obstacle, but I would say, we will have various challenges in life, but every challenge is something that comes there so that we can learn from it. We can grow out of it. You may face a different obstacle. You may face a different challenge, but that is there for you to learn out of it. If there are no obstacles, no path becomes interesting. So they are part of the path. They are there so that we can learn and grow.
There's a question from Amita. How to guide a child who is not ready to accept meditation despite suffering immensely, doesn't believe in meditation, and puts off any discussion regarding meditation?
Yes. So, this is a very, very beautiful question. Thanks a lot, Amitaji. There is a lot we have to learn, first of all, about our own self. Conscious parenting is a great, great, great thing to learn about. To become a conscious parent, we have to work a lot on ourselves. Only when we know about ourselves fully, we will know how to share anything to other person, and particularly childs. Children, they simply replicate what they see around. 90% they are mirrors of the environment around. They are mirrors of your own self. We think there is a problem with the child, but many times the problem is with us. We think the child is doing a mistake, but the mistake is starting with us. When we are not completely refined, we will never notice these things. We have to work a lot on ourselves. Never change other person. I know that I'm not changing anyone. I'm just simply sharing my experience. If someone is triggered, it was their choice. So never think that, my child is not going to listen. With that very thought, you are pushing them away. Never think someone is doing wrong, and with that thought, you are pushing them away. You are closing a door of change for them. So there are so many things that we have to, first of all, work on ourselves. The more we become an example, the more everything around changes. The total topic is inner reality, outer reality. If in our outer reality a child is not listening, then we have to look it within our inner reality. We have to work within our own self. Is there something that I have to refine within my own self? What is it that someone is not listening? Is that outer reality a reflection that I have to learn patience? What is that outer that is triggering for a change within me? So look into that way. contemplate what is inside me. If we do not change inside, outside would never change. Because inner is the creator, outer is the creation. Why is he not listening, the child? It is because what is inside me? What should I correct within me? Thank you, Amitaji. Beautiful question. There is a lot about conscious parenting, a lot that we can learn from children, Generally, we think as parents that we know everything and we have to teach children, but they are there to teach us. They are perfect masters. So when we become sincere students, we recognize them as masters. And when we truly learn from them, you will notice that they are already different kids.
Sir, can you please tell us about your spiritual partnership?
Spiritual partnership. Yes. So it's about, we all live and we like to live in true freedom. And partnership should always survive in a space of freedom. In a space of freedom, freedom means the only relationship between two people should sustain and evolve with an emotion of friendship. So there is nothing called husband and wife. There is nothing called mother and child. There should be, only friendship. Friendship should be the base of every relationship. Only then every relationship becomes beautiful. Even the relationship, in your office, it should be based primarily on friendship. Or else you cannot work properly. You cannot. So, friendship, freedom. So, if we come into family relationships, non-interference, non-judgment, there are so many things, but we have to start with friendship. What you want, you have to give to others. You want to experience freedom? It has to be given to everyone around. Thank you.
Okay, last question. Share with us an unforgettable moment with Patriji.
So, a lot. Unforgettable moment. Okay, I will share something that that really inspired me. So when we used to live in Egypt, 2008 to 2016, we had the opportunity to meet Patriji, to host Patriji once, twice a year. And every time he used to come, I used to observe him. He was with us for some days. So that was a wonderful opportunity. Something that really inspired me was how he used to use his time. He did not waste a single second. For the first time, 2010, when we had the opportunity to host him, although I saw Patriji many times on stages and in his trips to Kadapa, but I never had the chance to spend long time. In my first trip, in his first trip, and we were there, and I was thinking, how is it possible? I thought maybe he's acting because he's outside. But then I realized in every visit that, not a single moment he wastes. Either he is writing, either he is reading, or either he is cooking, or either he is listening to others, or he is sharing the wisdom. A single moment wasted, I have not witnessed. So that's for me something unbelievable, inspiring, touching, changing. So That is something. And second thing is how equally he treats everyone. Everyone, a stranger to someone very well known, equally treated, full attention to everyone in every given situation. So, yes, there are so many. And he's a good cook, wonderful cook. Wonderful cook. Yes. So, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. I would like to share something actually. You mentioned the book Ramtha, the White Book, right? And you also said books only choose you and you don't choose books. That literally happened with me. That book was in my house, in my shelf, the entire life. But then I never really read that book. My father and my mom, everyone read that book, but they never suggested me. They never asked me to do meditation. They never asked me to read a book. But they used to do things. One day I automatically started that book, and I would definitely say my life before reading Ramtha and my life after reading Ramtha. There's a drastic change. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Parnita.
I will share about this Ramtha book. That was probably my initial 10 books, I would say. So that book someone gave, and then I liked the book itself. Everything was white with the golden letters, the white book. And I started reading, like Madhaviji earlier was mentioning. It is difficult sometimes. So I was, sometimes there were certain topics that shaken me, because there were so many belief systems ingrained within me. As I was reading them, they were all collapsing, and sometimes it was shocking. Sometimes I was rejecting. Sometimes I did not understand. So there were so many phases in that book, and I used to stop reading that book, keep it aside. Few days, again I said, no, I have to go back. Again, I used to take the book, and then sometimes I used to skip some pages and then continue from the next page. And I did not give up on that book. Said, I want to read it, because I noticed that, as you said, Yaminiji, that, it was changing me. It was, I would not say changing, it was a kind of feeling of liberation, a feeling of, giving great, immense joy from inside. So I used to go back. It took me, I don't remember, probably 7 or 8 months to finish that book.
Yeah.
And I noticed, as you said, I was a different me after completing that book.
Yes.
Every page of it slowly changed me. Yes.
For the first time when I read, I couldn't understand certain topics. Then again, I had to start the book and again I read it.
Yes.
It was like really nice.
Yeah. Thank you.
Wonderful, Ram. Thank you so much for coming in and sharing with us your wonderful, wonderful, wonderful wisdom. I always like listening to you. I, admire the work both of you are doing. You and Madhu, both of them. They are fondly called as Madhuram. So Madhuram. So both of them, such wonderful souls, such beautiful, pure souls. I must say, he's so very calm and composed, and very balanced person, that I learn a lot from him every time I visit him or every time I listen to him. So thank you so much for coming in here and gracing us with your presence. And it's something that I learned today from you that really, changed a little bit of my perspective. It's that, we live our life, we face challenges in our life, we experience life so that we can be an inspiration to someone else, so that we can share our challenges, our whatever that you call. Some people may call it suffering, some people may call it something else, but everything is an experience that we are experiencing right now, and we go through that experience so that we become a book for others. We become, some pages of your textbook for others. So that is what I have learned today from your session. And also, another thing that I've learned is that only when you become a student, you become a master. And only when you become a master, you can become a true student. So both go side by side. Everything is in so much of resonance. When you come into spirituality, everything makes sense. Probably, maybe not now, but slowly it will make sense. And as you said, patience is something that we all need. Patience is really something that we all need. You don't have to understand everything right now. You don't have to get answers right now. Immediately, no. That is our thing, that, we want to get answers. We want to get issues resolved or something like that. Be patient. Patriji always says, slow and steady wins the race. So just keep a hold on that. Be patient with yourself. Be patient with others, as Madhuri madam has said just now, and be patient with others. See, everyone has a learning curve. Everyone has a learning curve, and we need to understand our own learning curve and also respect others' learning curve. Let's give space to others for their learning curve. Let them learn at their own time frequency. So everyone has a syllabus for us to learn each and every incarnation, if we have to say. Everyone has a different syllabus. It doesn't have to be that they have to have the same syllabus as you are having. Everyone has a different syllabus to learn. So it's okay, no problem. You learn yours, you let others learn theirs. That's the space that we need to hold for each other, I guess. So thank you so much, Ram, for coming here. So wonderful to see you after a long time. I can't be grateful enough for you to come here. Thank you so much, Ram.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, madam. So Akka, as I call you. So it's a great joy, and thanks for this opportunity. All the wonderful work you are doing, you are inspiring, is as well a great inspiration that we see, we learn, and we also replicate these things. So thank you. Very grateful. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. Now, let us get into the next segment of our session. Today's challenge that I would like to give is Community Cleanup Challenge. So let me give you a brief introduction regarding it. So the first overview I would like to give is take part in a community cleanup event aimed at removing litter and debris from local parks, beaches, or neighborhoods. By participating, you not only enhance the appearance of your community, but also contribute to the protection of natural habitats and wildlife. The steps that you can take towards implementing this challenge include organize or join a cleanup event. Research local cleanup initiatives organized by community groups, environmental organizations, or local government agencies. If no events are scheduled, consider organizing one yourself by reaching out to the neighbors, friends, or local organizations. First, choose a location. Select a cleanup site such as a park, beach, riverbank, trail, or neighborhood street that could benefit from litter removal. Consider areas frequented by wildlife or those with high foot traffic where litter tends to accumulate. Gather the supplies. Collect essential cleanup supplies such as garbage bags, gloves, litter pickers, and safety equipment. Encourage participants to bring their own reusable water bottles and wear comfortable clothing and sturdy shoes suitable for outdoor work. Safety briefing. Prior to cleanup, provide a safety briefing to participants, highlighting potential hazards such as sharp objects, broken glass, or poisonous plants. Emphasize the importance of working together and following safety guidelines throughout the event. Cleanup activities. Divide participants into teams and assign specific areas or tasks to ensure thoroughly cover the cleanup site that you have chosen. Use litter pickers to collect trash, separate recyclable items from general waste, and properly dispose of hazardous materials according to local regulations. Document and share. Take photos or videos during the cleanup. so that you can document and show the impact of your efforts and raise awareness about the importance of community involvement in environmental conservation. Share your experiences on social media, tagging local organizations and using relevant hashtags to inspire others to take action. After completing the cleanup, gather participants for a celebratory event or picnic to acknowledge their hard work and dedication. Reflect on the positive impact of your efforts on the local environment and discuss ways to continue supporting community cleanup initiatives in the future. Monitor the cleanup site in the days and weeks following the event to ensure that it remains clean and litter-free. Consider organizing regular cleanup efforts or participating in ongoing maintenance activities to preserve the beauty and integrity of your community. And there are multiple benefits if you do this challenge. It improves the cleanliness and aesthetics of local parks, beaches, and neighborhoods, prevents litter from polluting natural habitats and harming wildlife. It fosters a sense of community pride and unity through collective action. And it raises awareness about the importance of environmental stewardship and encourages ongoing involvement in conservation efforts. That's the challenge for today, guys. You can also ask your questions or share your opinions in the WhatsApp group. It will be active till 10:30. So that's the session. With this, I would like to conclude. See you tomorrow with another wisdom session. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe PMC English. Thank you.